Welcome to episode one of an A and B conversation. What is an A and B conversation, you ask? Well, you're about to find out. B, are you ready to get glossed up?
I got my glass ready. I
Okay.
am ready.
Welcome to our first episode,
Our premiere.
a premiere, and I'm going to hand this over to B about discussing why we're doing this because one day you too will be
Will
over
be over
40.
40. Yes, exactly. Just like us. And that's why we're doing this because people don't talk about this stuff. We have started to talk about this more and more with our girlfriends, but I didn't talk about this stuff with my mom or learn anything about the whole perimenopause, menopause, I remember her just saying, oh, she had some hot flashes or whatever, but never knew anything about it. I mean, we didn't even really talk about my period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, didn't really.
Nothing.
So it's like some of that stuff seemed taboo. And the whole menopause thing, nowadays it's coming a little bit more on the forefront, but I feel like it's been such taboo and about women's health. Women's health
Right.
overall has just been, it's been about men more. And now women are, very different. As I've heard someone say, we're not small men. We are completely different. We have more complicated parts. And
Yes.
so we decided to do this because we help each other. We've been good friends for a while now, and we talk about these things that we go through, and we want to support other women. That's pretty much why we want to do this. And we
Absolutely.
want to also support other women entrepreneurs who are in the workforce or not in the workforce. You're a stay-at-home mom. You have stayed at home for a long time. Now you're out in the workforce, or you've just been in the workforce, or you're an
Right.
entrepreneur. We want to support women in women businesses and just support each other. So that's why we're here doing
I
this.
think it's all about being real too and being honest. I mean, some days you get up and you go, yeah, I'm not moving today. I'm not going to do it. And some days you get up and you're raring to go, but you need that friend, you need that encouragement, you need just somebody to, say, you know what, it's okay today if, you only walked a mile rather
Exactly.
than not walking at all.
Or walk to the mailbox.
Exactly. Just move, right?
Exactly.
So I've known B, we've known each other 15. Did we
15.
decide? We
I,
still can't decide if
I
it's
know. I think
15
at
or
least
16.
15 years. I was
Yeah,
trying to think back.
it's at least
Uh,
15. It's at least
yeah, when I was at the one studio, and that's where
right,
we met.
right.
And I don't
And
know,
that's
we just
when my
clicked.
foray into Pilates began.
Exactly. Your Pilates life started with me.
That's
And as I went to different studios,
I just followed her.
you just you followed me.
So I started in, I lived in California my whole life,
Mhm.
and then we ended up moving here. I'm now in Franklin, Tennessee, which Bee's been able to visit me a couple times now and
Yes.
been able to come out and enjoy what we have to offer here in Tennessee.
Yes.
Uh, I live here, enjoy being involved in my community with my neighbors. I have great neighbors. I have the cutest little kids. They keep me young. That's the other thing. Be around children when you get a chance because there's nothing better than these little kids coming out and saying, "Hi, Mrs. Allison, how are you today?" And it's just great. So, if I encourage you to do anything, make sure one way to stay young is always make sure you get a chance to be around little kids. They keep you young, they keep you laughing, and they're just bright, innocent, souls that just keep you happy.
Yeah. 100%. The other day, we were walking the dogs, and this little boy, Jack, he's so cute. He has to be 4. He literally threw his little bike down and ran over to the dogs, Brutus and Rebel, and then had to see them. And then when we were done, he told his mom, "Can we plan a play date with Brutus and Rebel?" So he wants to come to my house and have a play date with the dogs,
That's
which
great.
is awesome. Which,
Oh, so cute.
again, being around the kids, it's so light, and they say exactly what's on their mind,
Exactly.
but
No filter.
he wanted to have a play date, which was
And if you
awesome.
really want an honest opinion,
Right?
go to the 5-year-old girl across the street. She'll
Oh,
tell you
they'll tell you.
exactly what she thinks of your outfit.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Or what's on your face.
We're also
Simple.
dog lovers, big dog lovers over here. I have Milo.
Oh, you got your Milo.
Milo's over in the background. He's not, doesn't want to be
Oh,
involved. He's like, no, I'm good.
he's whatever. I know. Rebel's over on the ground. We got Brutus up on the stairs there. You can
He's
kind
got
of
Brutus and Rebel. And then we
blend
have
in.
gigantic children.
Yes.
Paul. I have Paul.
Our husbands.
The
Yep,
besties.
yep.
They're known as the besties.
They're known as the
They're known as the
besties.
besties. So
Yes. Yep. So back to we met at a Pilates studio. Yes, I teach Pilates for a living. I have my own home studio. I do teach a couple classes at a studio and in a group atmosphere to stay more relevant and be around groups of people because it's just me and the dogs at home. And usually I just have a private or a duet. And so, yeah, I've been teaching for almost 25 years now. So it's been a long journey of entrepreneurship, of having my own business, so to speak, because I worked at studios forever and sports clubs, and now having my own thing has been really great. And um, my background, real quick, yes, I teach Pilates, certified in several different Pilates methods, and I'm in the process of getting my personal training certification as well. And so that's exciting. It's more of like keeping my brain too. It's so crazy to go back to studying. Like, oh my gosh, okay, my brain. So it's a lot. And I have a bachelor's degree in nutritional science. So that is my background. And yes, I'm here with the Hubsters and the two pups in California, SoCal.
my
So
background is I'm her student. There's
no,
my background. I'm her
you
student.
have a very great background as
I
where
do. I
a
was in I
businesswoman.
was in mergers and acquisitions for years, and then I went into software, and then after software, I volunteered and raised money for different charities.
Hmm.
So that's kind of where my background belies. These days, I'm focused more on any Auburn
Yes.
sports and my neighborhood and just being available for people when they need it.
Mentorship. You mentor.
I
You
do.
mentor women,
I mentor
young women.
a couple young women.
Hmm.
I make food for my neighbors.
Yes,
They love that.
you
And one of
do.
them is teaching me how to make my sourdough. I'm starting my sourdough starter this week.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Nice.
We'll
So
see how
good.
that turns out. We'll see.
Um, I was gonna say I'll never forget one thing you said because you volunteered and do all these different volunteer things at organizations and raise money and auctions. And I remember you telling me I'm really good at getting people to give me money, which you are. She has the talent right there for the fundraising.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
she's very,
yes.
very, very good at that. So
I'm thinking
I'll
about
never
asking for
forget
money.
that.
I'm not afraid to ask for money. So
No,
that's part of
no,
it, not being afraid.
no.
Yeah.
And you raise tons of money out here when you lived in California
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
you know, a horse. I don't know
Yeah. It
what
was for
the horse
the Shea
the
therapeutic
she
riding.
center, the
Yeah.
therapy, yes, for
Yeah.
therapy
Yeah.
horses, which is
Yeah.
amazing,
Hmm.
so it's another way to give back. So that's a little of our backgrounds, and we back to our friendship, we got closer when I started teaching more out of the house because you were coming here all the time. So, and then we would hang out before we would teach, I would teach, and we just got to know each other. And then we got super close when we went out to Tennessee and we actually spent a lot of time together. So
Yeah.
kind of nice to build a friendship over these years and just have each other's back. And that's the thing too about this is having each other's back. Women supporting women and women friendships are huge. They're so important.
Hmm.
There's something about the mental aspect of having female friendships that you don't get. Like we love our husbands, we have, great conversations with them and support, but there's something different
Right.
about close women relationships.
And B and I see each other 3 days a week online because
Since
I
you
teach
moved.
her online classes. So I have a semi-private with our friend Kathy, which
Yes.
has been great. And I'm sure if you were a fly on a wall, there's many times where the husbands come running in going, is this happy hour? Or are you guys actually? But uh, one of the great things about taking these online classes with B is she's she's a good sport. There'll be days where she works this out pretty hard and one of us will complain and she just keeps going with a smile on her face like, oh, that's good. And as soon as you tell her, oh, my legs are shaking, she goes, oh, that's so great. That's so great. Or when the next day you go, I am so sore. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad.
Right?
Who knew you could get support from somebody saying, oh, it hurts. I'm sore.
It hurts. I'm in so much pain. But that's the point, right? I don't like to saying no pain, no gain, but when you're feeling your muscles working, you feel strong. It's like, I don't know, I feel accomplished, and I feel accomplished in doing my job when you guys are like, I feel this. This is amazing. So I love it. I love it.
The other thing that's been really good too is there's been moments in our lives where we are at the bottom.
100%.
And one of us is like, I can't work out, I gotta cry.
Right?
And we've spent time on Zoom instead of working out, just crying.
Crying.
It's also therapeutic.
100%. And to have somebody to be able to do that with, like you said, be vulnerable, be honest. And that's something here. It's honesty. We, ask us questions, we'll be as honest as possible. And, what, and to a fault. And also what other people have questions about or what other people have done. Like as we go along and talk about the things we want to talk about, I love input and hear stories of what has helped this person or this amazing person has done XYZ for me. And we are going to in the future bring on some amazing people who have helped us in our health and how we want to keep things all together. Mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. So it's kind of why we're here, why we're doing this.
Yep. And because since, the only good thing that came out of COVID is this ability to do this Zoom conversation. So we're still connected. We might not physically, but we can visually see one another. And we even translate that into evening happy hours with the Hubs.
Yes.
And they get to get involved in that too. And I am sure at some point one of them is going to put their head in and you'll get to see one of them.
They will. They
Always
will. Sure. Say hi. Yep, absolutely. So anyways, that's a little bit about us and while we're doing this, and we will have tons to talk about.
Yeah, we have a bunch of episodes upcoming.
Yes.
And this is just our first foray into it. We'd love to hear any comments. We'd like to, any suggestions, anything you want to hear about. If you don't like something, well, if you don't have anything nice to say, maybe don't say it at all. Just kidding. No, if there's something you find offensive, please tell us.
Right.
Something for us. It's therapeutic for us. It's an opportunity for us to kind of talk about some of the things that people don't really talk about. Yep. And this is for all age groups. So, we just want to be real and really when it comes right down to it, at the end of the day, whatever you do, whatever you've done today, give yourself some grace.
100%.
And we'll see you on the next episode of an A and B conversation.